Hey everybody, it's Jill with Simply Made Unique by Jill, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to start part one of a three-part series. We are going to take this little thrift store find and make it beautiful. I bought this just recently for a few dollars in a thrift store. Obviously, somebody doesn't see the potential in her. I see cute, fun colors. I'm going to be doing a stencil. I'm going to be putting on a small transfer on this. So over the next 3 videos, plus a 4th video that I'll be doing live and uploading here from Aussie Decor Transfers, who I'm a brand ambassador for, I will be transforming this little beauty. So today is part 1. Thank you for joining me, and we will be cleaning and priming today. So it's so important to do all these steps. I'm going to go through the process. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to show you in all the products that I use. Now, of course, any of the products I use are not necessarily the best products. There's lots of products out there. You have to find what works for you. But I use a lot of Dixie Belle products, and I love to use Wise Owl Primer. So as I go through, I'll go through all those steps and all those processes and brushes I use and everything else. Again, just because I use them doesn't mean it's the only thing out there to use. It's just things that I prefer and the things I want to put out on my channel. So I'm going to hop right to this. I'm going to get this little guy clean so we can prime. All right, come along for the ride. I'll see you in a few. Okay guys, it's time to clean our piece of furniture. This is called White Lightning from Dixie Belle, or you can buy TSP from your local hardware store. Either one is a powder, and you're going to shake it up in a bottle of water and give it a designated rag. This is going to be your cleaner. Second, you're going to have a second bottle with just clean water in it and also its own rag. So you're not going to mix those 2 rags. Keep them on top of the container when not using them. First, we're going to take the White Lightning and we're going to spray it onto the furniture. What this does is takes away any old cleaning products, residue, oils from your fingers or people touching the furniture. It's going to lay you down a nice clean base before putting your paint on. Because if there is any of those things on your furniture, you could have an adhesion problem with the paint. And then all your hard work will not even be worth it when the paint starts to bubble or won't stick to a certain spot. This is a very important step. Make sure you get all of the things. You have no idea what comes off of this furniture sometimes. Now we're going to move on to rinsing the piece of furniture. This is just plain water in a water bottle and a new clean rag. You're going to take your water and spray down the whole piece of furniture and wipe it away with the rag, making sure that you get all the residue from the cleaner off. Again, this is important for your adhesion properties of your paint. You want to make sure you have a nice, fresh, clean piece of furniture to work with, and you won't have any problems with your paint. I flipped my furniture upside down so I can start priming. I'm using Wise Owl Primer today. It's an all-in-one primer for adhesion, stain blocking, odor, and bleed through. Make sure you mix it up really well before you use it. Now I chose white. It also does come in clear and gray, but the base of my furniture is going to be a light blue, I believe, and white would be perfect for that. You're just going to paint it on nice and evenly. Not overworking it, going in one direction, smooth and even with a light hand. You don't want to make any ridges in your primer, so you're going to use this very delicately. But you're going to create a great primed base for your paint. Now, this color would definitely bleed through a light blue color, so that's why we're using a stain blocking primer or a bleed through primer. There's lots of primers out there. You have to use what you like. I choose this one. It doesn't smell terrible. It's easy to use. It does all the things I need to do in one, and I've had great success with it. But of course, there's other things that you could use, and just do your research and find what works for you. Next step is lightly sanding in between coats. You're going to take a 220 grit, and even if it's worn down, that's perfect. If you go against the grain, you're also going to go with the grain over your entire piece, then wipe away the dust with a cloth. Here we go with a second coat of primer. This one's going to look much more even, and it's going to give you even better coverage. This is also laying down a better foundation for a light blue or white or any light color to go onto your piece of furniture having that white base. Again, just be even and smooth, and at the end you're going to sand it one more time. Then you'll have a nice good base to get your paint on, and you won't have to worry about anything. All done. See how easy it is to get the piece cleaned and prepped? Tomorrow's paint. So just to recap on what we did today, we cleaned with white lightning to get off any grease, fingerprints, old cleaning products, and stuff like that. Then we wiped it down with water. And then after that, we used Wise Owl primer. It's a 2-in-1 primer. It's a stain blocker and an adhesion property primer. So we used that on there. We're going to be doing a multi-color paint on it. So I used white because I'm not sure if it's going to be light or dark paints. And then that's it. We sanded between coats and you're good to go. So tomorrow's going to be part 2. We're going to let this dry for overnight just to make sure that it's dry and starts to cure. Tomorrow we'll do part 2, which is paint, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to see what it looks like. So we'll see you back again for part 2, which is going to be prime. Have a great day.